On a brisk autumn evening in the year 1959, Francis B. Butterworth's cook is preparing the dining room for the guests that will soon be arriving. Francis, known as Sissy to his close friends, which are few, is a millionaire who lives in a rather small town in South Dakota. Francis has been married 3 times. Each one of his wives, who have all been incredibly rich, have died in mysterious incidents involving projectile fire hydrants. Francis inherited their money, and this is how his wealth was accumulated. He has 6 children, all of whom will be joining him tonight, and all of whom seem to be taking after their father in being selfish, greedy, and acutely aware of the placement of fire safety precautions. Oh, he's also invited his best friend and former lawyer, Sebastian Monroe.
Is dinner prepared?
I hope so. I had a little trouble roasting the duck.
Is the meat fresh?
Maybe a little too fresh. When I tried to put the duck in the oven, it wouldn't stop flapping its wings and flew away after making quite a mess.
What are we having for supper then?
Chinese takeout. It'll get here soon enough.
Good. I'm expecting him to arrive at any moment.
Who?
Sissy!
Sabby! Oh, I feel so rude not having greeted my honored guest at the door, but I simply didn't hear the bell.
Well, I simply didn't ring the bell. You see, I came in through the doggy door. I just really wanted to surprise you on your big 75th.
Well, that's very thoughtful, as long as a fairly serious security concern. I'll have to tell my handyman to board that up one of these days.
Well, however will I surprise you?
Oh, I'm sure you'll think of a way.
Just so long as it doesn't involve a fire hydrant, right, Sissy?
Sebby, don't joke about such things. Those fire hydrants have given me everything I've got.
As your lawyer, you don't have to remind me of that. I remember insisting on having fire hydrant clauses in your last 2 wives' life insurance policies. Dinner smells amazing. What's on the menu tonight?
Ah, well, salad and Chinese takeout, I'm told.
Oh, how very formal of you.
Indeed.
Where are your children? I believe you said you were going to invite them.
Ah, yes, them. They're upstairs, probably planning a vicious attack on me. I barely got so much as a hello when they walked in the door. Ah, here they are now. Amazing. I see you all made it downstairs without me. Shall we have a seat? Wait, where's the other one?
The other what, Sissy?
The other child of mine.
You have more?
Wow, Dad. Yeah, Bianca isn't here. She heard the telephone ring, so she went to answer it.
She does know that Clark answers all of my telephone calls, right?
Dad, Bianca is a telemarketer. She lives to talk on the phone.
Yeah, no matter. It's probably just some politician begging me to resurrect him from his latest scandalous wrongdoing.
Dad, are we going to eat or what? I mean, I didn't want to see you, and I didn't want to starve, so this is turning out to be a pretty bad evening.
Oh, stop dramatizing, Monica. You're reminding me of your unbearable mother.
Monica's right. Are you going to eat or what?
We are, so will you please stop barraging me with your short-sighted quandaries and sit down? I said sit down!
What is this atrocity? Takeout? Are you trying to poison my palate?
What is this?
It's dinner. I told you I ordered Chinese.
But I also told you to order the egg foo young. It's my favorite.
It's his favorite.
Well, at least I can eat the salad.
Look, you hired me to cook. I have made salad, and you're lucky too, because this time of year, there aren't any trees with leaves on them.
She's right, you know, especially since most of them are poisonous.
All right. So, who brought me birthday presents? I'll only turn 75 once, you know.
Thank goodness for that.
Well, I was going to give you a tooth from a shark I caught while kayaking last week, but it fell out of my pocket while skydiving later that day.
So you don't have a present for me?
Yeah.
What about you, Monica?
I was going to get you a birthday card, but I ran out of nice things to say after Dear Dad, so I quit on it.
What about you, Christopher? You've always been Daddy's little boy.
Oh, I was gonna take you out for dinner at Nick's, your favorite restaurant. But that would probably mean I'd have to talk to you, so I just went by myself and ate for 2.
You're pregnant?
What about you, Felicia?
I got you some sweet vintage boxing gloves.
That's certainly unique.
But I gave them to Chad when he said he liked them.
Let me get this straight. You gave my birthday present to your boyfriend, of whom I do not approve?
Hey, they were $50 a pop. I wasn't gonna buy another pair.
What about you, Zoe? I am paying your college tuition after all. You better have gotten me something.
I got you a chart that follows the planet's progress around the Earth.
Do you mean the moon's progress around the Earth, perchance?
Oh yeah, I guess.
Okay. So, where is it?
I forgot it at school.
This is abominable. Ah, Bianca, late as usual. Please tell me you remember to bring a present to your poor, ailing father.
I didn't bother to buy you one. And by the way, I just got off the phone with the senator from Kentucky. He thanks you very much for your extremely generous donation to his campaign.
I haven't donated anything to anyone.
You just did.
That's it. I have an announcement.
Not another speech. We all know that you're old and grumpy.
I said I have an announcement. And it is my birthday present to me. As you know, I am very rich.
How many times are you gonna have to listen to this?
And I am not as young as I once was.
As I previously said,
And I have been told that I can't take my money with me when I go, which is beyond me and, quite frankly, very upsetting. So, I have decided to rewrite my will. I will be signing it tomorrow afternoon with all of you as witnesses.
What are you gonna change in it, Dad?
Well, I figure as long as none of you can even bother to get me a birthday present, why should I give you my life's work?
You mean give us your deceased wife's fortunes?
How I came into the money is not the point. And those fire hydrants were a serious menace.
Indeed they were.
In my new will, I will be giving my estate to Yale University, our alma mater, and to the Africa charity. Sit down, settle down, and sit down.
whatever you think is best, Dad.
Oh, really, Christopher? You don't still think I'm a grumpy old man?
No, that's not what I think, Dad. That's a fact.
The point is, none of you deserve my money. You don't call, you don't write. I can't even be in the same room with you without snide remarks.
I
I will not stand for this childish insubordination! I won't. Now, I'm expecting another guest to arrive later this evening. I expect you to make him welcome and not to embarrass me any more than you already have. As for myself, I am going to bed as to rest my weary bones, so I have the strength to continue my rage on the morrow. Good night, Sammy.
Good night, Sissy. Happy birthday, dear friend.
Thank you. Your time will come.
Fortune cookie?
How could he do this to us? We're his family.
Well, it is his decision. And if I may say so, he made what we lawyers like to call a pretty darn good case against you.
You may not say so. Wait, who are you anyway? Why are you here?
Well, I'm Sebastian Monroe. I'm your father's best friend. He does have friends, you know?
No, we didn't know.
Well, I'm not surprised. Your father always said you hated him.
That's the first and only thing he's ever gotten right.
Oh, come on now. You all had plenty of chances to meet me. I came here quite often, you see, because I was Sissy's lawyer until 2 years ago when I retired.
Sissy? Who's Sissy?
Oh, that's just my pet name for your father. You know, I remember when you were all younger, and I used to come here to speak with Sissy. Believe it or not, I used to ask him if he actually had children, since I never saw any of you here. He always said you were upstairs or out.
Hey, I'm still young. I'm 19. I'm working on finishing my first semester at college soon.
Oh, really? What are you studying?
Well, I want to study astronomy.
That's an interesting field. Why astronomy?
I've always wanted to learn more about the big blue thing.
The big blue thing?
You know, the thing above you in the daytime?
You mean the sky? Well, guess what, kid? That's up there all night, too.
Whoa, no kidding. I'll have to tell my class. They'll be totally stoked.
So you were going to give Sissy a shark's tooth, right? What exactly is it that you do for a living?
I live.
I'm sorry, you what?
Dorothy is a daredevil. She attempts to live through the crazy stunt she pulls. It's literally her job.
Well, that sounds extremely dangerous.
Try incredibly awesome.
So, Bianca, heard you were a telemarketer.
Yeah.
Nice. Charming. And what about you? I'm sorry, I don't recall your name.
Monica.
And what is it that you do for a living, Monica?
I'm a journalist.
Really, how exciting. Do you enjoy it?
I love it. There are a lot of things to write about in Boston. For instance, just last week, I wrote this super epic story. Picture the headline. Corpse found dead in mortuary. And then the subtitle, no leads, please call it a laughing matter.
Wait a minute. The headline to your article was Corpse Found Dead? You realize that a corpse is a dead body. It's like saying, dead body, found dead. And the subtitle, guess what? He's dead.
What?
And I'm sorry, but do you even know what a mortuary is?
Yeah, it's a big bird enclosure.
That's an aviary.
Oh, what?
Never mind. What about you, young man? What do you do for a living?
I'm a food critic in New York, but I want to retire. I'm planning on saving up to buy a steak ranch in Texas.
You mean a cattle ranch?
Whatever.
So, what's life like in New York City?
Wait, I said I lived in New York, not New York City. How dare you assume that?
I'm so sorry. What part of New York do you live in?
Manhattan.
I see. And what about you, Felicia? What's your profession?
I'm an insurance agent, but that's really more of a hobby. I'm more interested in boxing. If I get enough money saved up, I'm going to start an insurance company exclusively for boxers.
Well, that sounds worthwhile. Maybe.
Sure thing.
Tea, madam.
Nah, herbal's a little weak for my taste.
Ah, that must be my employer's final guest. Excuse me.
Do you know who this other guest is, Mr. Monroe?
Don't ask me. After all, I did come in through the doggy door. Something you'd have to be there to understand.
Right this way, sir. Shall I show you to your room?
Sure, but just giving me a minute. I need to say hello to the other guests.
But of course.
Hello, everyone.
Greetings.
Do I know you?
Oh, I don't know, do you?
Do you participate in rattlesnake roundups by any chance? I feel like I want to see you at one of those.
Rattlesnakes, you say? I'm afraid not. Or more like I'd be afraid too.
Who are you?
Oh, I'm doing well, thank you. And yourself?
No, who are you?
Oh, well, I'm Frederick Garfield. I'm the police chief of this small town in South Dakota.
Good for you.
Thank you. And who are you?
I'm Zoe Butterworth, and I was famous worm-eating champion in middle school.
What?
You know those gummy candies? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were just going to list off some random useless facts about ourselves.
Are you sure we've never met?
I really don't think so. What was your name?
I'm Dorothy Butterworth.
Oh, well, I don't think I have ever met you. I've only had the pleasure of meeting your father. I've helped him out of a few tough situations.
You mean you helped him cover up the fact he murdered all 3 of his wives?
I don't think I caught your name.
I didn't throw it.
His name is Christopher, but he likes to be called Christopher.
Well, Christopher, I didn't cover up anything. And those fire hydrants were a serious safety hazard.
Yeah, sure.
And what are your names?
I am trying to read a book here.
What a strange name.
That was Bianca and her book.
Felicia Butterworth.
Monica.
Pleasure. And what was your name, sir?
I'm Sebastian Monroe. So, you know Sissy?
Sissy? Who's Sissy?
I guess not. That would be Francis to you.
Oh, yes, Francis. Great man, Francis is.
It doesn't sound like you know our dad very well.
Sir, are you ready to be shown your room?
Oh, yes, by all means, please, lead the way.
Hey, if you live in the area, why do you have to stay here?
Oh, well, that's actually a good question. Your father invited me to stay, so I took him up on his offer. I'm only being polite.
Okay.
Yes. Well, it was a pleasure to meet everyone. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
You got a light?
No.
You got a light?
No.
You got a light? Another.
Well, I think I'll hit the sack as well.
Good night.
Good night. Oh, good morning, Sissy. What on earth are you doing on the floor? Sissy? 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 Sissy?
Oh, what is it, Sebastian?
Well, I've walked in whilst brushing my teeth, and I've discovered your father on the floor, and he's acting unresponsive.
What do you mean?
That.
Dad, what are you doing on the floor? It's kind of gross. What's up with the ketchup in his hair?
I believe that is blood.
Wait a minute, you mean he's dead?
You think so?
And that's when I was promoted to police chief in the area.
Did he really have a gun?
Oh, you bet. And now you can tell all your little friends you met the man who saved the governor's life.
Why weren't you awarded publicly?
Oh. Gee, what a good question. The governor didn't want the public to find out, and it was such a big security breach.
Oh, Fred, thank goodness you're here.
Good morning, Sebastian.
Good morning, Fred. Wait a minute, this is no time for good mornings. It appears that Sissy has keeled over on us.
My goodness! Who found this man?
I did.
I'm gonna need to take your statement. Not only is he dead, he was murdered. Well, I have called the paramedics and they are on their way. Wait a moment, I told everyone to meet in the living room. Where's the daredevil, Dorothy and Monica?
They went out for breakfast, and smart thing too, because the cook gave us each a soggy bowl of cornflakes.
That wasn't cornflakes. It was mashed potatoes.
Well, speaking of the cook, where is she? And where's Clark, the butler? I'll need to question them as well.
They're probably in the kitchen. Want me to fetch them?
That would be lovely, yes. Must be the paramedics.
When did he want the funeral?
I don't know, I wasn't that close to him.
I don't know about you.
None of you know?
The body is right over here. He's spread eagle in the living room. Wait a moment. You are the paramedics I called, right?
Yeah.
Well, where are your uniforms?
We aren't wearing them.
Well, I can see that. Don't you have uniforms?
Yeah, we do.
And?
Oh! You wondering why we aren't wearing them?
Yes!
Well, you see, we just came from Little Dino's birthday party.
Little Dino's birthday party?
Yeah, he's like the mayor's son. We're just like keeping up appearances. You know, making good impressions.
That and getting free apple juice.
Okay. Go get your gurney then.
We don't have it. You see, the mayor needed a drink table.
I'm sorry, what?
Calm down, it's fine.
Yeah, chill out. We're experts.
Experts, good one.
Would you please just get him out of here?
Sure. Flip a coin for who gets the feet. Tails, I get them too.
Sounds fair.
Tails. Darn it, I hope these feet don't reek as much as the last guy's.
Do be careful. Do you just... unprofessional.
Yeah, that's for sure. Goodbye, Sissy.
Who did it?
Yeah, good question, because I would like to send a thank you card to whoever did.
Bianca, that's not very nice.
Well, think about it, Zoe. He was going to write us out of the will, right?
Yeah, he was going to write us out this afternoon.
Exactly, but he didn't. His old will still stands, and in his old will, we each get an equal share of the estate.
So we each get a lot of money?
Yes.
Oh, you're right. I'll help you write that note of appreciation.
I can't believe you're talking about a note of appreciation for your father's murderer. His murderer!
Where is the cook and where is the butler?
Well, the cook is out shopping for lunch supplies, and Clark was doing something with the fine china. It looked really breakable. I didn't want to interrupt him. He should be in a few minutes.
Okay, as long as he will indeed be in. Now, I'm going to need to question each of you separately. So if I could have you all step into the living room.
We're in the living room, Mr. Garfield.
Then we're one step closer to finishing, Miss Butterworth. You're free to go. Next.
Right? He only asked me 3 questions. Where were you at the time of murder? Do you have an alibi? And are you single?
Yeah, he asked me the same questions. Oh, the where were you and do you have an alibi, not the are you single?
And I thought my trip to the bathroom was strange.
Fred said Dad died from blunt force trauma to the head.
That's trauma, Zoe.
Yeah, I think we all know this is pretty traumatizing, Bianca. Thanks for the deflagration.
Definition.
Have you fun? Great, you broke Zoe again. Thanks, Bianca.
She'll be fine.
Next.
Monica, how did it go? I bet as a journalist, you're usually the one asking all the questions. How did it feel to be on the other side of the table?
Bad. But I have a great headline in mind, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, picture this. Millionaire found deader than the rhinos. And the subtitle, Wild Coyote, Prime Suspect.
Wait a minute. Deader than the rhinos and wild coyote?
Hello, you have to grab the public's eye. Rhinos and coyotes go together perfectly. Do you even read newspapers? Do you know nothing about journalism?
Yes.
Yes, you read newspapers, or yes, you know nothing about journalism?
Both. Wait. Neither. No?
You're embarrassing yourself. Please, be quiet.
What I meant to say was, yes, I do read newspapers, and yes, I do know about journalism. You can't lie about how Sissy died.
You are so naive. Half the stories in newspapers are made up. You think people want to read what's actually happening?
Well, I do. And what about deader than the rhinos?
What about it?
Well, to which rhinos are you referring?
I don't know. You know, the big scary gray ones with the horns.
They aren't extinct.
You can think that.
Do you even...
Yeah.
Do you...
Yeah.
Never mind. Not worth my time.
All right, I have just finished questioning Clark, and it appears that not one single person in this house has an alibi for the time of Francis's murder.
And does that include you?
Well, as a matter of fact, yes it does, but I know that I didn't do it.
But we don't know that.
That's true. You don't, but I do.
So we're just supposed to take your word for it?
Yes, you are.
Well, what if I don't want to take your word for it?
Well, what if I don't care that you don't know that I didn't do it because I know that I didn't do it? And what if I don't care that you don't want to take my word for it because I take my own word for it?
What?
Listen, Clark said that the cook is busy with meal preparation, so why don't we all just go to the dining room?
We're in the dining room, Mr. Garfield.
Obviously. Just a test, and you passed. Congratulations.
Hey, Fred. Got a light?
As a matter of fact, I don't. I quit smoking years ago.
Yeah. Well, you're one of the health fanatics, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, in that case, just how long have you known Sissy?
Oh, a few years. And yourself?
Oh, well, Sissy and I go way, way back. We met at Yale University. I was in the law school, and, well, that's when I became his lawyer.
Ah, I see. Did you know the children well when they were growing up?
Not at all. Whenever I came over here, they were never around. I did see them in town occasionally, but not here. And I had never spoken with any of them. And as a matter of fact, I hadn't made eye contact with a single one of them until last evening.
Well, that is quite interesting. Did Francis or Sissy...
Whoa. Slow down there, Mr. Garfield.
Yes?
Did you ever call Francis Sissy when he was alive?
Well, as a matter of fact, I didn't. Why?
Well, it's just a relatively small, uncomplicated little matter of only his close friends can call him Sissy. Translation, no one but me. You got it?
Yes. Now I do, thank you. What I mean to say is, did Francis ever mention anything particularly nasty about his children?
No, he preferred not to talk about his children, or water pressure, to avoid indigestion.
Ah, I see.
Jesus.
Ah, that would be quite lovely.
Yes, indeed. Thank you.
You're quite welcome.
Bud, maybe you can help me out here.
I shall endeavor to do my best, sir. What can I fetch for you? Cream, sugar, whiskey?
Well, some sugar would be quite lovely, but actually I was wondering, how long have you worked for Mr. Butterworth?
Nearly 30 years, sir.
Long time.
Ah, so in that time you've watched all of his children grow up.
Unfortunately, yes.
Can you tell me who you think most likely killed your master?
Sir, I am but a humble butler.
Oh, come now, Bud, you must have some idea.
You must have some idea.
Well, if I had to hazard a guess, I would have to say Christopher. Christopher always resented my master, especially since my master took away his Ferrari, his allowance, and his deluxe dollhouse.
His what?
Don't ask, sir. It's a long story. Still makes him cry.
Oh, okay. Is there anything more recent, Bud?
Oh, so that was recent. 6 months ago now?
His deluxe dollhouse was taken away 6 months ago?
Indeed, sir.
Bud, I meant anything of actual importance.
Oh, sir, if only you knew Christopher, you'd realize that he and his deluxe dollhouse were indeed one.
Yes, is there anything more, personal?
Oh, sir, I fear I'm not getting through to you. You can't get any more personal than the deluxe dollhouse.
Okay, enough with the dollhouse.
Deluxe dollhouse, sir.
Whatever, just drop it. Is there anything that your master ever said about any of his children that you found particularly nasty?
Well, Christopher...
Hey, if this is about the dollhouse, I will arrest you for obstruction of justice.
No, it's not about the deluxe dollhouse, sir.
Tell me something, Bud. Are you capable of saying dollhouse without the deluxe?
All due respect, sir. All due respect. It was deluxe. It had 8 bedrooms, 5 full baths. Full baths, mind you. And 2 kitchens. Can you imagine?
I wish I couldn't.
Bud, I need you to focus right now.
Yes,
What
sir.
was it you were saying about Christopher a moment ago?
What was I saying about Christopher a moment ago?
I don't know. You said his name.
Ah,
Yes?
no.
Oh.
Ah, of course.
Yes.
I had it.
He's frightfully old, you know.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, my heart.
Old.
Ah, yes. Yes.
Yes.
I overheard my master talking on the phone with Christopher after Christopher divorced his second rich wife.
I see.
I heard my master saying something to Christopher like, "Why didn't you use your meager brains?" and something about a fire hydrant.
I see.
Sir, are you in need of assistance?
No, I'll be fine.
Ah, yes. Well, I see. That does sound quite interesting. Is there anything else?
Well, not about Christopher, but I do know Ms. Butterworth was very upset at my master after he refused to bail her out of her 3rd bankruptcy.
Which Miss Butterworth?
The second youngest, Felicia.
That figures.
Was she mad at him?
Oh, very much so, but not quite as angry as Christopher was when my master took away his deluxe dollhouse.
But what did I say about the dollhouse?
Sorry, sir. I shall refrain from talking about the deluxe dollhouse from here on.
There it is again, though.
I'm sorry, sir. It's hard for me not to be specific.
Okay. But is there anything else?
Well, I was summering in South Africa.
That will help me out in my investigation.
Ah. No, I don't think so.
Well then, you're free to go. Thank you, you've been most helpful.
You're quite welcome, sirs. May I take your glasses?
So I need that sugar.
Yes, I will come out with a brick of sugar for you, sir.
No, I need it in my tea. Ah. Yes.
Yes. That makes a little more sense, sir.
Yes. Well, I'll have to talk to Felicia about that third bankruptcy. Sounded quite interesting.
You want some free advice?
Absolutely.
With all that I've learned about Francis's children in the last 12 hours, don't talk to Christopher about the dollhouse.
Deluxe dollhouse, sirs!
Oh.
Not leftover mashed potatoes.
No, ma'am. You finished those at breakfast?
That's fine to me.
Then what is it? That's mashed potatoes.
No, ma'am. These are cornflakes. Was it something I said?
Are you sure these are cornflakes, Clarence? They taste an awful lot like the mashed potatoes.
Well, I do know the cook used the same bowl to mix the cornflakes as she used to mash the potatoes yesterday, and Lord knows the cook doesn't wash anything.
Wait, she mixed the cornflakes?
Indeed, sir.
Mixed them with what, exactly?
Well, the powdered milk.
What do you mean?
Well, she had to mix them with something, sir.
Didn't she use water?
No, of course not.
Why not? You're supposed to with powdered milk.
The cook has a profound fear of drowning, you see.
So she didn't put water in the powdered milk.
Of course not. The fear is quite debilitating. She doesn't even drink anything.
Stop being an idiot, Clark. Everybody drinks.
Okay, I see no one is touching their plates. Shall I remove the dishes?
By all means.
Indeed.
I'm not done yet, you stupid butler.
Excuse me, madam.
My name is Bianca.
Yes, madam.
Stop calling me madam.
Yes, Madam Bianca.
Are you capable of calling somebody just by their first name?
Yes, madam.
Then why do you keep calling me madam?
It is the butler's code, you see. You call all of the master's friends, family, and acquaintances sir, if they are a man, or madam, if they are a woman.
Oh, is that how it works? I didn't realize.
Well, that is how it works, sir.
Take my dish away, I'm done.
Indeed.
That was very rude, young lady.
My name is Bianca. Old man, good night.
Old man. True.
Well, that was a dinner killer.
No, dinner was the dinner killer.
Bianca. 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 Why can't a man brush his teeth without a corpse on the living room floor? Why? Fred! It happened again!
Okay. Okay. All right, okay. Okay.
Okay, what? Could you please stop pacing? It's making me nervous.
Well, you know what's making me nervous? This dead person over here. I mean, sweetie.
Sweet.
She dead.
Sweetie.
Yeah, she is. And could you tell me again why you're so shocked by this? You were fine when Dad died.
Well, that is because your father was Never mind, Christopher. That was entirely different.
Oh, why doesn't someone call an ambulance? I think that I'm starting to smell dead person.
No, you're not. Calm down. And anyway, you already called the paramedics like 20 minutes ago.
I did? Then where are they? And where is that blasted butler?
He's probably making you the coffee you told him to get you.
I asked Clark to get me coffee? When?
Right after you called the paramedics.
Let me get this straight. I asked Clark to get me coffee 20 minutes ago and it still isn't here?
Mr. Garfield, he probably had to start a fresh pot.
Even if he had to grind those coffee beans with his teeth, it should not take a competent human being 20 minutes to make a cup of coffee!
Chill! Yikes, you're hyper.
What is wrong with him? He was fine when it was Sissy dead.
I don't know. I mean, I guess he has a point, though. Where are the paramedics?
Perhaps they're on another call. I don't know.
Sir,
Ah, thank God the coffee has arrived! Thank you, Bud.
you're welcome.
Wait. This is all wrong. I told everyone to meet in the living room. Where is Dorothy? Where is Monica? They're missing again?
Dorothy took a bet yesterday she could drive a motorcycle through a ring of fire while juggling 5 chainsaws, and Monica went to watch.
What?
They should be back soon. They left at like 4 a.m.
So early?
Okay, as long as they will indeed return. I'm more concerned about the whereabouts of those blasted paramedics.
Ah, that must be them, sir. Keep your shirt on. I'll be right back.
Please do hurry.
Neither was the last one. Here comes Ugly.
Bud, could you get me a refill, please?
But, sir, yes.
Ouch. Must have really hurt, huh?
Not as much as that last golf game hurt your pride.
Where have you two been? I called almost half an hour ago.
Calm
Chill
down.
out. We were golfing.
Well, actually, in all fairness, I was the only one who was golfing. She was playing some sort of sad version of croquet.
I will beat you next time.
Yeah, sure. Let's do a count real quick. How many golf clubs did you destroy in rage? 1, 2, 3 drivers. 1, 2, 3, 4 putters. We have 1 golf club left. And
Guys! Dead body!
Oh, right. Are you two actually professionals? Of course not. We're volunteers. We love this community.
Okay, you two need to remove the corpse from the living room.
I think he's right, yeah.
Yeah. Whoa, guys! Just because you didn't use a gurney last time does not mean that you don't have to use one this time. Surely you know that.
We all have it.
What? Who needed a snack table for their party this time?
Well, nobody needed a snack table. It's just one of Little Dino's friends, gonna wring his little neck, spilled apple juice all over. It's all sticky, and we had to send it to be dry cleaned.
What?
Apple juice.
Excuse me?
Dry cleaned.
No! Okay. Would you two, please, very calmly removeth the body?
Certainly.
Sure.
Thank you.
Bless you.
What did you just
Thank
do?
you.
What?
I sneezed.
Well, you're not supposed to do that over a dead body. You could destroy evidence.
Yeah, I think they went over that. You're right.
Oh, my words. Take a step back. Get it out of your system, son.
Bless you. Thank you.
Gesundheit. Enough. Remove the dead body. Oh, my word. Do you actually work with this man?
Cousin, twice removed.
My sympathies. Oh, my word.
Two murders in 2 days. Isn't it just awful?
Not the way I see it.
What do you mean?
Well, the way I figure it is, whoever murdering my family member is doing me a huge favor.
A huge favor by murdering your father
And now your sister, well, half-sister.
You see, they murdered my dad before he could write me out of his will. Now I'm gonna get a bigger slice of the estate because Bianca's dead.
How did Sissy ever raise such children? Selfish, rude, irresponsible.
Are you talking about Dad?
Yep, you see, Mr. Monroe? He raised us the same way he was raised.
On
Selfish,
On the contrary, Sissy was clever, determined, well-mannered.
All
and-
right, Bianca has officially left the building. Now that that's out of the way, you all know the drill. I'm gonna question each of you separately, so if you would all step into the living room.
We're in the living room.
Dang it.
I wonder if he's done questioning Dorothy yet.
I doubt it. He asked me 2 questions, but he was so flustered with caffeine, it took him 10 whole minutes. It all seems very unprofessional.
He drank 3 cups of coffee when he was questioning me.
3? You know, sometimes I wonder if he's actually a cop.
He must be. He said he saved the governor's life last year. What is wrong with him?
11 cups of coffee and nerves, madam.
Next!
You know, I remember young guy. No, that made my name.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I feel like I must have met Fred somewhere before though. He's so familiar. He's not part of the Motorcycle America crew, and he's even part of the Free Faller. But I know I've seen him somewhere.
The free faller?
Oh, you know the Free Faller?
No, I don't know. The free faller. What is it?
You don't know what the Free Faller is? Seriously? It's a variation where you drop from a lock cage and have a person jump after you to unlock it as you're falling.
That sounds incredibly stupid.
It's incredibly awesome.
You have a very lethal definition of awesome. Wait a minute. You said a variation on, right? What's the difference?
Well, it's the same thing, but made of bulletproof glass and conditioner, 4 feet wide and 4 feet tall, full of water. And you're not wearing underwater equipment.
What?
Yeah, and there's a piranha in the container with you to make it a bit more interesting. Anyway, someone who jumped from the plane after your drop has to get in midair, grab the key from their pocket without dropping it, unlock the container, grab the soaked, nearly drowned, eaten live person, and open their parachute, all without dropping the slippery person in there. Being jumped is actually pretty common. Luckily, I was the one with the parachute.
Time! Record, madam.
Why would anyone ever want to do such a thing? It's just awful. That's what it is.
Why? For the thrill. Life is too short, man.
And you want to make it even shorter?
You
Just
don't get...
don't even bother. Drop it, drop it.
Fred is really hyper.
Yeah. He drank how many cups of coffee again, Clara?
11, madam.
Too many.
He's also really nervous or something. Like he's never worked on a murder case before.
But he has. Sissy's murder. It's all very strange.
All right, all right, all right.
Uh-oh.
That does it. It does it. That does it.
What does it?
I have just finished questioning each and every one of you. And yet again, not one single person in this house has an alibi for the time of the murder. Not one. I'll be right back. But could you get me a refill, please? I am in desperate need.
Yes, sir.
Please do hurry.
Maybe you should lay off the coffee there, Fred.
Nonsense!
You know.
I need it! You've all put me in such a tricky situation, or at least the murderer has. He says that I need to continue this ridiculous...
What, Fred?
Nothing, Sebastian. I'm sick and tired of you asking me questions.
Says the man who spent an hour and a half asking other people questions.
Listen, where is the cook? I have not had my breakfast yet, and I cannot, and I simply will not investigate on an empty stomach.
You just had 11 cups of coffee.
Christopher, you told me you were a food critic, correct?
Correct.
In your expert opinion, do you consider coffee to be breakfast?
Yes, it is. I live off of coffee cereal while I'm at college.
Coffee cereal?
Yeah, isn't that good, you know, having to chew all those beans?
You mean you...
Right out of the bag.
There's a reason I lost my Jeep.
Fred, what's your next move? What are you doing to solve this case besides drink coffee?
Well, for one, I am certainly not just standing here listening to Zoe discuss her strange eating rituals.
I hope you realize that's exactly what you're doing.
The cook will be arriving with breakfast soon. I'll go inform her of this horrid business.
I'll come with you. Maybe she has more coffee.
Stay away from me, sir! No!
What an awful morning.
Awful? It was awesome.
Awesome? Your sister dying is considered awesome? What a world!
Wasn't talking about Bianca dying. Although that was a further improvement to the morning.
A further improvement? And I thought my family was messed up? You all have some serious issues.
Finally noticed. You're pretty slow, aren't you?
No, Dorothy. I just actually care that a human being has been murdered.
You're pretty slow, aren't you?
Wait. If Bianca's death was a further improvement to your morning, what was awesome before that?
Hello? Have you forgotten I was doing a publicity stunt this morning?
Oh, that's right, yes. You were riding a motorcycle around.
You're joking, right?
I'm afraid not.
I wasn't just driving a motorcycle around. I was driving a motorcycle through a ring of fire while juggling 5 chainsaws.
Your stupidity overwhelms me.
But as I was telling Monica as I was driving her from the hospital...
Monica, you went to the hospital?
No, silly. I went to the hospital. See, as I went through the ring of fire, I got my motorcycle gas tank blew up, and I had these huge burns on my thighs. Want to see?
No, I'm good, thank you. What I was going to say is, how long were you at the hospital?
We got to the emergency room, but then they told us we'd have to wait almost an hour.
Yeah. So just ditch the idea. I only went because Rick told me I needed to anyways.
Who is Rick?
Oh, he's my insurance agent.
You told me you didn't want insurance.
Your rates are awful. She'll be fine. Rick, nice, but such a worrier.
Oh, yeah. It's not like extensive burns need to be medically treated. Nothing to worry about there.
Exactly.
Wait, what were you telling Monica as you were driving her from the hospital?
Oh, right. Picture this. I'm driving through the ring. You know, a fight. A flash from my camera blinds me for a few seconds. I almost dropped a chainsaw!
Oh, I get it. This made you realize how stupid it was to drive a motorcycle through a ring of fire while juggling 5 chainsaws is.
No, silly. Next time I'll do it blindfolded.
Okay, that is just...
Amazing, inspiring, incredible.
No, Monica, it's awful, idiotic, and it's inconceivable.
Tea, madam?
No, I only take black tea that's been brewed for 2 hours and reheated over an active volcano. So no, I would not like your tea.
Yes, ma'am. Tea, sir?
Well, do you have any coffee?
No, sir. You drank it all.
Well, then, I guess I don't have much of a choice. Fork it over.
It's non-caffeinated. Tea, madam?
Wait, you say you have to drive to a volcano every time you want to make tea? That must get expensive, the travel costs alone.
Why? I live in one. Are you sure we've never met?
Yes, Dorothy, I'm quite positive I would probably never be at any of the events that you would frequent. I'm not part of the Motorcycle America group. I've never been to a free-faller. I've never gone to a rattlesnake roundup. I have never hang glided over any military base for fun. And I have certainly never, ever tried to put 20 scorpions on my face.
Wow. You have a boring life.
No, I have a safe life. And it's beautiful.
You need some help there, Clark?
I've got it.
Yes, wonderful. Oh, my word.
I'm sorry, this is terribly unprofessional.
Indeed. What is what? Oh, well, that's nothing. It's mine.
What is it?
I said it's nothing. It's nothing that you need to worry about at any rate. Just personal belonging of myself. Nothing to worry about there. Yep. Well, it was lovely talking to you, ladies. We should do it again sometime over coffee, maybe. Well, that's it for now. Ta, bye.
I'm sure it was a bug.
Did you see it, Monica? No, Fred ran out before I could get a clear view of it. Dorothy, are you absolutely positive?
Yes, I am. And besides, I talked to Clark about it. He saw it clearly. He was holding it after all.
And Fred said it was his?
Yes, Felicia. How long will it take me to get into that thick head of yours?
I'm just confused about why Fred would put a bug in here.
Yeah, I knew Fred was a bit strange, but why would anyone have a pet bug? They die in like a day. What? You're saying Fred had a bug in here that was his, right?
Zoe. 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 A bug is a term for a hidden microphone.
All right. Microphone? What species is that?
Zoe, a microphone? You know what? Never mind.
Why is it everyone says I'm stupid, and when I ask them why they think so, they say, oh, never mind. Like I'm wrong about something.
Because you are wrong, Zoe.
If that's what you think, what if you're all wrong and I'm right?
We know this because every single time you're wrong, it's so blatantly obvious that you're wrong that we don't spare it a second thought.
Obvious to you, maybe. Debate over.
Well, I'm still perplexed about why Fred would have hidden a microphone in here.
He's listening to everything.
Clark, how long have you been back there?
Shorter than a long amount of time, but longer than a short amount of time.
What were you doing?
Christopher lost his Mr. Potato Head again. He commissioned me to find it. It's not under the couch.
Oh, Clark, tell them about the microphone you found.
Ah, yes. Well, it was a microphone, and I found it. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Clark, where have you been? I need your help with those dishes.
I'm sorry, Christopher lost his Mr. Potato Head again, and I have to find it one more time.
Clark, what do you think I used to make the mashed potatoes with yesterday?
Are you saying we ate Mr. Potato Head?
Yes, indeed. That's what I'm saying. Now, those dishes won't wash themselves.
I don't know how Christopher's gonna take this.
Maybe we shouldn't talk about the bug. If there's one, there might be more.
Maybe in the phone?
Have you read today's paper?
Oh, no. I don't read the paper if there isn't an article about me in it.
Well, it's very strange. It has an article on Bianca dying.
That might be because, I don't know, Bianca did die.
Thank you for that, Monica. I needed that today. My point is that there was no obituary for Bianca, but there wasn't one for Francis. Tell me that's not just a little bit strange?
That's not just a little bit strange.
What?
You told me to tell you.
Don't worry about it, Sebastian. Newspapers that aren't written by me are weird.
Oh, they're the weird ones.
Also, the families of the loved ones usually write the obituaries.
Loved ones?
Exactly. Dad didn't have loved ones, so he had no obituary.
Sebastian, where's Fred?
I don't know. I think he went out. Why?
We're a little bit worried about him.
A little bit?
You mean his nervous behavior since this morning? It is quite concerning.
Yeah, but have you heard? We found a bug in here.
A bug? What's so strange about a bug? Sissy always left the windows open, no matter the season. A little strange, if you ask me.
They mean a microphone bug? Whatever that is.
You mean there was a listening device in here?
Yeah, and Fred said it was his.
Strange.
Fred rhymes with said.
What? She said Fred said. I'm just saying they rhyme.
Why?
Because they do.
Anyways, we think Fred is up to something shady.
We don't know that for sure.
We found a bug in the living room. That isn't shady.
I guess it does look pretty bad.
Look pretty bad. I would say he's murder suspect number 1.
Who's murder suspect number 1?
I was just talking about a case I covered, last week. A hobo died, and no one knew who did it. I mean, who would want to kill a hobo?
Only everyone. Wait a moment. What do you mean suspect number 1 if no one knew who did it?
That's a good, a week later they arrested a circus lion.
Smooth.
Yeah, Monica. You don't need to hear it all over again. It's really interesting, though. Must have been a good article.
Hobos and circus lions? I'd love to hear more.
Well, you see, this hobo, he was run over by a streetcar, driven by the circus lion. Lots of blood, lots of blood, guts, bones.
That's great. That's great.
I'd like to hear more.
It's pretty boring, actually.
It doesn't sound boring.
Just very, very graphic.
Oh, I see. Well, I guess at this point I'd just like to hear about any case that isn't the one I'm working on.
You mean cases? Certainly you haven't forgotten about Sissy's murder.
Oh, of course not, Sebastian. It's just, I think they were committed by the same killer.
Do you have any leads?
Well, as a matter of fact, yes I do, but I'm not at liberty to disclose any of them. Let's just say I have a few suspects and I'm closing in. Whoever they are, they better be nervous.
So, I wonder if the hired help will be making anything edible for dinner this evening.
I have very little hope after the cornflakes and the potatoes that are still open there.
Hey, would you mind keeping it down? We're trying to have a conversation over here.
Christopher, you
Shouldn't what, Garfield?
Well, somebody's a little bit snippy. Did you wake up on the wrong side of the bed this morning?
Look, I'm not a kid. Don't boss me around.
Not a kid. The man with a dollhouse isn't a kid.
For the record, I don't have it anymore. And it was a deluxe dollhouse. Did you have any luck looking for my Mr. Potato Head?
Oh, yes. Christopher, I knew this moment would come. I'm afraid I have some rather unfortunate news.
I killed him.
You do what?
I peeled his skin off. I boiled him alive, and I served him for breakfast.
Murderous!
I hope you enjoyed devouring your precious child's toy.
Well, I think I'll go get my stomach pump ready. I have a feeling I'll be needing it.
It's okay, Christopher.
Get away from me!
I'm sure he'll recover. Let's hope.
Anyway, Fred, have you guys found his obituary? Apparently, whoever wrote it didn't know about Dad's death, because it says she's survived by her 5 siblings and father.
Well, who wrote it?
Obituaries don't come with about the author sections.
Let's face it, they should.
I just think it's strange that they knew Bianca was dead, but didn't know about Dad.
Maybe someone really stupid wrote it.
Zoe. Well, the cook said dinner will be arriving shortly, so I'd better go help out in the kitchen.
Yes, I'll go tell the others then.
When is shortly, Clark?
The man on the phone said 10 minutes, so probably 15.
You ordered Chinese yet?
No, madam. Pizza from Grease Palace.
Christopher will love that. Grease Palace is his favorite restaurant.
We know.
Well, that was fantastic pizza, I must say.
It was awful, Garfield. She can't make anything right, you know, that cook.
Did you enjoy your meal, sir?
No, it was hideous.
Funny, I was told you enjoyed Grease Palace pizza.
This was Grease Palace.
Yes, it was.
Well, whoever made this pizza was almost as bad as cooking you.
I thought it was delicious.
I did too. Thank you very much.
Monica, that's first one of the hour.
Oh, let's go.
I don't understand people who enjoy watching car racing. All they do is go around and around and around and around, and whoever's not dead wins.
Watch it. I'm in it.
I didn't realize they allowed women to race in NASCAR.
They allow me to race in NASCAR. I'm number 68, the blood red car with flames. Y'all should come. It's gonna be great.
Dorothy has placed first 3 times and only injured, maimed, or killed 37 other drivers.
A very impressive record.
Is it?
Oh, yes. If you need to get someplace fast, she's your gal.
Remind me to never, under any circumstances, ever, life or death, carpool with Dorothy. Well, I am quite tired, so I think I shall retire.
I thought you were already retired.
I mean to retire as in to sleep. Kids today, what you gonna do?
I need to call Chad.
Oh, yeah, Chad. How's he doing?
Great, especially after I gave him those vintage boxing gloves.
Were they really $50 a pop?
Yeah, they were this really nice blue color.
Well, I think that I best be off as well. The coroner said that he'd have the report of Bianca's death on my desk by 7 p.m. So thank you again for dinner.
Quite welcome, sir. Would you like me to show you to the door?
I think I'm capable of finding the door, but thank you.
Sir, are you sure you don't want me to show you to the door?
Yes, but just a slip of the mind. It's this way, right?
Indeed. It is a left at the kitchen doors, a right at the armoire, right through the big doors, and out of the garage.
The what?
The armoire, sir.
Well, what's that?
It's a large coat closet.
Then why don't you just call it a large coat closet?
Tell me, would you store your coats in a large coat closet or an armoire?
It doesn't matter as long as it holds coats.
It's much classier, sir.
If you say so.
Oh, I do. Armoire. Uncultured swine.
This is the most ungrateful, rude, and disrespectful person I have ever met. He loved that pizza, he just couldn't admit it because he thought I made it.
Yes, all of the master's children have been very ungrateful, but I dare say Christopher has always been the worst.
Well, I'm only staying until Friday because that's when Mr. Butterworth always pays me. After that, I'm out of here.
I'm dreading leaving this place. I've been here since Dorothy was riding her first tricycles off the roof.
Why did my predecessor quit?
Predecessors, plural, and I'll give you one guess.
Christopher?
Indeed, you're lucky. You came in right after Christopher moved out to New York, that being after the deluxe dollhouse debacle.
Oh, Clark, can you get rid of these flowers? They're wilting like my soul. And I can get new ones tomorrow morning at the market.
Indeed, madam.
Clark, are you going to help me with the dishes? Clark, what have you found?
I found another bug!
Clark, what are you looking at?
I'm looking into the distance dramatically for effect.
Why?
Because I found another bug!
Clark, I don't know who you're talking to, but I'm right here, and those dishes aren't going to take care of themselves. So if you got this whole drama thing out of your system, we can go right ahead and move on. Okay, it's a bug. You found it. Very proud. Kitchen.
All right. Way to ruin the moment.
Oh. Ah, a little peace at last. Ah, good morning. How are you today?
Doing wonderful. You?
Oh, I'm doing just wonderful. As you can tell, no one has been murdered ever so tragically right here on the living room floor.
The sun is shining, the air is crisp, there's no blood on the carpet.
All things are indeed wonderful. Well, I think I'm going to go pester Fred about his investigation.
Good idea. All I see him do is drink coffee.
That and eat the food. Oh, good morning.
Dorothy, Monica, you heard?
Heard what?
Well, I just met Clark on his way out the door, and he told me he found another bug last night. It was in the dining room.
What?
Well, I just met Clark on his way out the door, and he told me he found another...
No, I meant give me more information.
Oh, that's all he said.
I mean, does Fred know about it? I mean, was it his?
I don't know, but I would guess so, since the first one was his.
My favorite planets are mermaid and janitor.
You mean Mercury and Jupiter?
I'm pretty sure it's mermaid and janitor.
So, do you know what the cook made for breakfast this morning?
No, but did you hear? Clark found another bug in the dining room.
Another bug in the dining room?
In the dining room?
Yeah, Clark just told me he found another bug in the dining room.
Are we talking about another microphone bug? Why is everyone so interested in them? I mean, it's just a bug.
Shut up, Zoe.
Do you even have a suspect? Or better yet, what have you been doing?
Would you ease up, Sebastian? I'm doing my best.
Then why don't you do better than your best? Because your best isn't all that great, apparently.
Yeah, why don't you do some real investigating?
Maybe because there's very little to investigate.
You're alive? Way to ruin my morning.
Sissy!
Rapacious millionaire is not dead, alive.
I should have known you weren't dead, with my luck.
There goes all the money. Great.
Did I miss something? I thought you were dead.
Well, Zoe, I wanted you to believe me dead, but obviously, I'm not.
Finally.
Finally? What do you mean? What's going on?
I mean, I faked my death to see how you would handle the situation.
I don't get it.
Of course you don't, Zoe. You're about as clueless as your foolish mother.
Sissy, will you please explain what's been going on here?
Gladly. As I said at my birthday dinner, I am not going to be around forever, and when I go, I can't take my money with me. I wanted to see who was most worthy of my estate, so I set a plan in action. I planted a bug here in the dining room and one in the living room so I could listen into your reactions to my death once I had left for the hotel.
Again with the bugs? What's up with everyone in these insects?
Shut up, Zoe. The first morning you were here, I pretended to have been murdered right here in this very room.
Indeed.
Sebi, you found me. I'm terribly sorry for the shock, but my plan was going perfectly. Fred came in and pronounced me dead. The paramedics I hired beforehand came in and finished the job, although very poorly, asking for money while they were still in the room and carrying me out like that. I don't think my back will ever be the same.
No.
But, Fred, he pronounced you dead. Why?
Because I was in on it.
You knew all along Dad wasn't dead?
Of course.
What?
Listen, so your father hired me to pretend to be a police chief. That way, when he died, you would call the real police to investigate.
You aren't a police chief?
Oh, heavens no. I'm just an actor. This is all to boost my career. So you are going to send those tapes to my producer, right?
As promised, and I'm sure you'll get your contract renewed.
Good.
You're really an actor?
Indeed. My real name is Frederick
Chase! Frederick Chase! Of course, I knew you from somewhere.
Yes, Frederick is that private investigator on what...
Crime killer. I've seen a few episodes. I didn't recognize you because you know black and white.
Yes, indeed.
So you seriously faked your death to see which one of us was most worthy of your inheritance?
Finally figured it out, eh?
Oh, wait. Bianca was in on it?
No, I wouldn't have her help.
So does that mean...
She's actually dead? Yeah. It wasn't supposed to happen, you know, and I had no idea what to do. I'm just an actor, not a real police chief.
That's why you were so nervous when she died.
Indeed.
So do you know who killed her?
Of course, the bug I had in here recorded the whole murder.
So who did it?
Let's just say I'm going to have to hire a new butler, because mine is being arrested as we speak.
Clark?
No, my other butler.
You have another butler?
Shut up, Zoe.
You're not being very nice.
You're not being very smart.
Apparently, Bianca was so annoying to Clark that he decided to make the world a better place by killing her. Well, as Dorothy said, it was a major improvement to the morning. In my case, it was a major improvement to my plan.
How do you know I said that?
Hello, I was listening. Oh, at least till Clark found both the bugs. A turn of bad luck.
Terribly unfortunate.
Anyway, my children, you all failed the test. You were happy that I had died.
Well, I'm sorry, but did you expect us to be all broken up about it?
I expected this reaction, but I was hoping at least one of you might surprise me. Because now I am left only one option. To leave my estate to the only one who seemed truly upset about my death.
Me?
Dorothy?
Zoe?
Mr. Potato Head?
Monica? Paramedics?
The cook.
Sebastian!
Oh!
I don't know what to say, Sissy.
Say nothing, Sebby! Chances are you'll die before me anyway, and you'll never get your hands on it.
It's true.
Anyway, as for you, my children, get out of my house! I don't want to see you darken my stoop again.
Goodbye. Au revoir. Ciao. Ta. Toodles.
Sissy, how long did it take you to think all of this up?
Well, about an hour. What did your mother teach you about sitting on the arm?
Sorry, sir.
Back to what I was saying. 1 hour for such an elaborate plan?
Indeed. You see, he watches Crime Killer 2, and that was the plot to the most recent season finale.
Wait. So, you stole this whole idea from a television series?
He tweaked it a bit, but in essence, yes.
Indeed. My only problem was that the police were willing to go along with my charade. When you have money, you can make them do virtually anything. But none of them were good actors. But then I had the light bulb moment. Why not have the star come from Hollywood itself?
And I was happy to do it because, you see, the writers of my show are thinking about killing my character off, which would be a huge mistake. Hopefully, when they hear these tapes of me acting in a real situation, they'll change their mind. Plus, Francis is paying me a lot.
You're paying him?
Verbal agreement.
Wait, you are paying me, right?
Yes, so let's stop talking about money. It makes me terribly self-conscious. And get back to admiring my awesome plan.
You mean Ken Phillips' awesome plan?
Who is Ken Phillips?
He's the man who wrote the episode that Francis stole the plot from.
I didn't steal anything.
Yeah, you did.
I can't do this with you right now. Hey, how about you and I go down to Nick's and grab a steak? I could use one after being dead for 2 days. Oh, my back. Oh, my hips.
My goodness.
Oh,
Good heavens,
Say
watch your hands.
Sebby. Did I say you could come?
No, I just assumed.
Never assume. Sit.
Yes.
Stay.
Yes.
Good boy.
We'll come back for you. Sissy, there's just one thing I don't understand.
One thing?
Why didn't you involve me in all of this?
Oh, sissy. There was no hydrants involved, so I didn't think I'd need your torque pressure.
1 year after the events you have seen, Francis B. Butterworth died, tampering with a fire hydrant outside of Sebastian's home. The police have no idea what he was doing or why he was there, and the investigation is ongoing. With his inheritance, Sebastian has started a therapy support group for those who have phobias of brushing their teeth due to traumatic experiences. Dorothy is the subject of the gripping biography, My Limbless Life. Monica, the writer and author of this New York Times bestseller, is currently working on its sequel, My Decapitated Demise. Zoe has finally achieved her dream job and is working at Starbucks. Christopher has achieved his dream and has saved up enough money to build a steak ranch in Texas designed specifically after his deluxe dollhouse. Felicia has started her own insurance agency exclusively for boxers, and it is now the only insurance agency in the world to cater to this specific canine need. Clark is a gold Shiv medalist in floral arrangements in the Inmate Olympics. Bianca is still dead. Both paramedics are in counseling and are making significant progress in overcoming their newfound fear of death in the theater. The cook quit the culinary arts and went back to her original career of transporting toxic waste. And Frederick has allegedly sworn off caffeine and has moved to Colombia to avoid the temptation of coffee. And with that, my job as narrator is done, so I have a date with the unemployment agency. Peace out.